In July of 1518, a woman named Frau Trophea stepped into a narrow street in Strasbourg, France, and began to dance. She wasn't smiling, and there was no music playing. She danced for 6 straight days. By the end of the month, over 400 people had joined her in the streets, screaming, crying, and begging for help, but completely unable to stop moving. They danced until their shoes wore through, until their feet bled, and eventually, until their hearts literally exploded from exhaustion. At first, local authorities thought the dancers just needed to get it out of their system, but this was no celebration. It was a waking nightmare. The plague was highly contagious, spreading from person to person through the town square. People who were simply walking to the market would suddenly lock eyes with the crowd, begin shaking, and join the fatal dance. Realizing the crisis was spinning out of control, the city's doctors and priests stepped in. But their solution would only make the body count skyrocket. Instead of isolating the afflicted, the doctors concluded that the dancers were suffering from hot blood. Their medical advice? The town needed to build a massive wooden stage and hire musicians to keep playing. They believed that if the people danced day and night without stopping, the sickness would burn itself out. Professional pipers and drummers were brought in, turning the town square into a literal stage of death. It was a catastrophic mistake. The fast-paced music drove the exhausted crowd into an even greater frenzy. At its peak, the plague was killing up to 15 people every single day from heat stroke, dehydration, and heart attacks. As suddenly as it began, the dancing plague faded away in September, leaving behind thousands of questions. What could cause an entire town to dance themselves to death? Modern scientists point to 2 main theories. The first is ergot poisoning, a toxic mold that grows on the entire Laborie stabber with mucus, as on damp rye bread, causing severe hallucinations and violent muscle spasms. The second, and more likely cause, was a massive case of stress-induced mass hysteria, brought on by a devastating famine that had pushed the entire population to a psychological breaking point. The dancing plague remains history's most terrifying example of the human mind losing complete control over the body.